Are you rolling?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Hi. My niece is going to be the camera holder lady, girl. Yeah. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so my niece likes for me to talk about stories of my childhood, stories of how I was in school and everything. So she wanted to hear a story when I was a senior in high school uh, about my ceramics teacher slash art teacher, whatever you want to call it. Didn't really do much ceramics. She liked us to use jewelry, and she liked us to draw pictures and to paint and stuff, and do some real cool poetry, which I really got into. But my teacher, and she was crazy. She had these eyes. They like bulged out, and she, hello, Amy. Hello, Amy. How are y'all? And her eyes just scared me. And she had like real short blonde, real curly hair, but her eyes just bulged out of her head. And my first impression on her was like, this lady is psycho. I mean, she was crazy. So, what else you want to hear about her?
Why did she make you use jewelry?
She wanted us to make this mobile. And if y'all don't know what a mobile is what you have over your baby, your little babies, and they're like, stars.
Oh, that little thing that spins. Okay.
Yeah, she wanted us to make one of those out of wiring, and I remember we went into the alley, across the street from my high school. We went into the alley and everything, and she wanted us to pick up bottles of glass and stuff like that. We had on gloves and we had on masks just to be on the safe side. But she wanted us to pick up, like trash, garbage, but really unique stuff. And I'm just like freaking out about all this because I know the people that live in that area, and a lot of them were drug users, and drugs are bad, kids. And a lot of people, there was like needles and stuff like that in the alleys, and it was just like, okay, this is a little too crazy. And I was like, Miss, we can't do this because we don't know how hazardous this stuff is, And I was one of those, stay in the box kind of kids. Don't do anything crazy. Don't get in trouble. I never went to the principal's office. I really never got in trouble. I was always, if I could, a straight A student. ABC student. I only made S in math because math and me, no.
Yeah, she's really bad at math.
I'm horrible at math.
When I asked her if she could help me on, like, division or long division or whatever, she's, like, so trying to help, but she also can't understand it. So, yeah.
I never understood math. So, I was an F student. Anyways, back to my crazy story. It's just, I loved art, and I was always in art since junior high. We didn't really do much art in elementary, but art is just like a fascination of mine. Ceramics, I've done ceramics in the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, and I just love, throwing the clay on the wheel and spinning it and making whatever. Of course, I was never good at it. And maybe some other day I can show you some of my art pieces that I still have. But anyways, my teacher, we picked up a couple of things. I picked up like a few colored pieces of glass. We washed them and then we super glued them onto this paper to make some kind of shiny little creation. And she enjoyed what I did, and even though I thought it was stupid, she enjoyed it. So she always gave me a 100. I got a 100 in anything and everything that I did. And I was like, okay, cool. This lady's not as bad as I thought, but she liked us to use our imaginations, and she always told us, just because you're in high school and this is your senior year, and you either will work at McDonald's or Burger King, or you'll go to college or a major university and become something big, you are never too young or too old to grow up. And we were like looking at her like, I don't even know what. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little crazy today. I mean, you're never too young to use your imagination. And you know, I was just like, what are you talking about, lady? We're never too young to use our imagination, or we're never too old to use our imagination. And she meant to say, we're never too old to use our imagination. And you know, that stuck with me. And even though here I am in my 20s, I still use my imagination when it comes to stuff. And that's another reason for YouTube. You know, YouTube, you can use your imagination and you can be crazy and wild, or you can be sophisticated and articulate, and you can use your vocabulary that nobody's not going to understand. So I like to be goofy when it comes to the videos, if at all possible. I try to be a little crazy, and I know yesterday's video was kind of weird, but that's because my voice was gone. I'm getting it back today. It's still a little bit, but hopefully this video is not too long. But if y'all want to hear any more stories like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Smile to y'all. Bye.
Give it a thumbs up.